Hey guys, I want to talk about something very personal today. Uh, so personal that some of you may not even know this side of the story about me. And guys, this is extremely personal. It's just something that I wanted to share with you all. I think the time has come for me to do that. So a lot of you asked me this question that Tarun, how did you start? What is this whole story behind Tarun Gill Fitness and why do you do this free of cost? Why are you doing this? So guys, I thought it will be an interesting way for me to explain this via video. So let me just pick it up from where I can start. So guys, I'm never first for I'm not even a fitness guru, so I get this question from not many of you. Oh, so you're a fitness guru, or you're trying to create a name for yourself that you are you know everything about fitness. Guys, I don't know much about fitness. I'm still a student. I get to discover many new things about fitness every day. So if you're wondering, I'm trying to position myself as a fitness guru, no guys, it's just I have a story to tell. What is my story? Guys, I'm just one of you guys. I started off, I was a very, very fat kid. So much so that, I had an insane amount of chest fat because, being the only child, you are pampered, by your parents, said, hey, eat this, eat that. And as a result, I had developed a considerable amount of chest fat, which was obviously confused with gyno, which the only way you can, or male boobs rather, and the only fix to that is actually a surgery. I must have been about 13 or 14 years around that time. And back in the days, guys, nobody knew what male boobs were. Nobody knew what that. And that was a situation I couldn't even express this to anyone. Just imagine if you've discovered yourself, you stand in front of the mirror, or you go for your swimming lessons or swimming classes, guys take their shirt off, but you can't because you feel that there is something going on there which is not as normal as other guys. It gives you that complex, and that complex kind of grew every year because obviously I didn't know what to do with it because there was no internet back then. I really didn't know what to do with this chest fat which was bothering me. So I used to go to my school, and in my school people used to tease me, those bullies, they used to make funny gestures, they used to do all kinds of stupid things. And as a young kid, you really are helpless. Now there is this whole quest around doing something about bullies, and you should not do this and stuff. But back in the days, bullies were big. There was nothing you could do about it, and they always came in a gang, like 6 to 7 big guys. There's nothing you could do. So one day I hit a point wherein I just didn't know what to do with it. And can you imagine, guys, because of this chest fat, I even contemplated suicide. Yeah, because there's so many, and I hear this question from so many of you too, that because of this chest fat and don't know what to do with it, you actually have these negative thoughts come into your head. And I was like, whoa, what do I do now? And then suddenly I just motivated myself out of this situation, out of this rut, and I got out of it. I said, you know what, I'm going to fix this. So I started playing sport. I started playing squash, like I'm sure most of you play a lot of sports. And I started playing squash really, really well. I started playing, the national level, and I lost a lot of weight. But the chest fat remained as it is. Actually, it got worse because my waist trimmed down and chest started looking even more weird because my waistline was slimmer. So I was again back to square one, thinking, hey, I made this situation worse. And this is exactly what happens to all of you. When you start losing weight, your skin gets looser, and your body doesn't get tighter. On the contrary, you lose weight, you get your skin also very loose with it. Again, I got into this whole situation. Then what do I do, man? Who do I ask? Who do I go to? So then I found, I was about 18, 19, I went up to this trainer, and he said, hey, I'll fix it for you, just like any other fitness trainer. And I paid him some fees, and this guy obviously didn't know much about it. as expected back then, because they just, any service industry, they just want to make money. Obviously it's a business model, but you got to deliver what you promise, as I always say this to you. And he gave me something, he started giving me some fat burners, and guys, trust me, I still don't know what he gave me. He just used to give me a pill, and I don't know what it was. Again, that's why I keep telling you, know what you're taking. You should know, you should question the guy who's giving you stuff. Just because he's promising you the body does not mean you should not know what you're taking. But I took it, and again I realized that I'm only losing weight, but I'm not losing my chest fat. Confused again, I went to another trainer, and so on and so forth. I kept trying out different trainers, kept trying out different training programs, kept trying out different diets. Didn't work. I was about 23, 24, and guys, I had the best of education. I've discussed this with you. I've done my MBA from Ivy Leagues and stuff, Ivy League colleges. I was pretty bright in terms of studies, but I said, hey, on one hand, I study, I have my grades, I have my education. Why don't I do something about it myself? Why do I have to go to these trainers to tell me this? So I started reading a lot. I started going through my certifications, and I acquired some skills, and that's where my journey started. And I kept on reading, I kept on certifying myself for different programs, acquiring knowledge, acquiring skills. And it took me about 8 to 10 years, guys, to fix my chest fat. And I felt so good. I felt so good that I'm not saying it completely went, but I kind of mitigated it to about 75 to 80%. It didn't look weird, let me just put it simply. It didn't look weird then. So I realized, hey, I gotta do something now. There are a lot many people out there suffering from the same issue. I should do something about it. These thoughts come into your head, but because you're so bogged down with your reality and you just don't know what you want to do. I had a huge amount of student loan, because if you study abroad, obviously I had to take money from my parents. Plus I come from a family of professionals, not businessmen. So I had to, fund my own education. So I got rid of all the debt. And it took me 10 years to do that, and I started something of my own in health and fitness. I remember I started as a blog. I used to blog, I used to write a lot about fitness, telling people what to do and stuff. But obviously, you can't make money out of that. Money in terms of, even for your own survival. So I started working alongside too with my corporate career, with my banking, with what I was doing. And then one day I decided, this guy reached out to me and said that, please help me with my chest fat. I could immediately relate to it. This guy was crying out loud. And I was like, what? That just changed my life. I just dropped everything. And I said, whatever happens, I'm going to do this. I'm going to devote my life to the cause, which is health and fitness, helping all of you with your fitness goals. And here I am, guys. Sharing all of you. So I'm not a fitness YouTuber, guys, if you think of me as one. I'm not one of those guys who will tell you about the diet, who will tell you about the program. That's a given. That anyways I will. But I'm more towards helping you achieve your fitness goals. I'm more bent towards helping you acquire what you are made of. Because fitness will become a lot easier if you're driven from within. So I'll help you with whatever little knowledge I have to get that fire out of you, so that you get to your fitness goal with ease. I'm not going to be taking my shirt off, or I'm not going to, which I will in some time. I'm not going to be one of those guys telling you, hey, my meal plans, I do this, I do that. There are a lot many guys who do that. And they're good. You must follow all of them. But I will be more, inclined towards guiding you towards the right direction when it comes to your motivation, when it comes to your fitness, when it comes to your health, when it comes to taking right supplementation, when it comes to taking diets, and all this with a very honest and unbiased opinion. And if you've been following me for weeks now, you must have noticed that I'm a no bullshit guy. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. So there are no two ways about it. So whatever you would want to know, I will get back to you. But yes, guys, please understand, I get a lot many questions. If for some reason I don't get back to you, you may want to put your question again. I will respond to you. So think of me as your go-to guy, because I know there are a lot many people out there, not just with chest fat, but many other problems out there. And everybody, obviously, we're not happy with our bodies. Most of us are not happy with our bodies. That's what I'm here for. to make you realize your true potential, what your body can do, what you can do with your own body to get the body of your own dreams. That's what I'm here for, guys. And I'm urging all of you, to reach out to me in whichever possible, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, or even on my website, and I'll be very happy to guide you towards that right path. So this is my story, guys. I'm educated. I've gone through my grind. I've gone through my own set of struggles. Life wasn't easy for me. Just imagine living with a phobia all through this life. Wherein you could be poked by anybody with your chest fat. And I come from a very middle class family. I don't brag about oh, I have a rich family. I can get it operated and I can do this. I had to do this everything on my own. So. And I'm sure many of you out there are like that. So that's what I'm here for, guys. Any one of you have any questions, don't even hesitate to reach out, guys. I'm going to help you realize your true potential, and you can count me in. So as I always say, until we meet again, peace